I'm Carver. This is Vanessa.
We're the Rullows.
And we're the Rullows. I carve bodies, aka Body Carver. It is who I am. That's my wife. And my model.
Things.
She does little
I'm
modeling
his
gigs.
mentor. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, after having my first child, well, my only child, that's what got me into fitness, because I was not trying to lose my body.
She used to be like, yo, you're going to train at this hour? It's like, yeah,
I didn't understand the commitment until I actually had to work out because I gained weight. And then I understood why it was so much commitment, because it's such hard work and dedication. So that's how I started. How long have you been working out?
How long have I not worked out? I just was born with some dumbbells. Them baby rattlers. I started working when I was like 16.
Exactly.
So by the time I met her, I was already in the lifestyle. So we lived in New York at the time, and I would go in the middle of winter during a snowstorm. I would run to the gym. Because there were no cars available, because the streets was all snowed up. And she couldn't understand that. I was like,
I did not understand why
you keep sleeping, baby.
Nice warm bed and run to the gym in the middle of a snowstorm. It's crazy.
Because gains is a
but
must.
Now I understand. Actually, we met through a mutual friend.
It wasn't through fitness.
It was not.
It was only after
fitness.
post-pregnancy that she got into it.
Yeah, so that was 2.5 years into the relationship.
Yeah, so
I started working out. He was all on his own in the first 2.5 years. But once I decided to work out, he became my guide, and so pretty much he instructs me, but we do not work out together. I know that will be the next question, because I cannot keep up with him. I'm nowhere in his weight class. So he will just give me direction, and honestly, I like working out by myself.
Plus, I can't be taking off no plates and putting back on plates straight. Me have time for that. So
rude.
Train by yourself. Plus, I don't want to argue and tell me, why are you making me out? So here we're going on, right? 12, 15, 20. I'll check it back in 15 minutes.
Whatever. I'm independent. I don't need him watching over me.
You see what? Exactly. You don't train with your wife. Train next to her. Go ahead.
Patience.
Don't. Hire a trainer for her. You train yourself.
It's very difficult because, as the previous person said, the previous couple said, he looks at me like I'm his client, and I'm not used to that. I expect him to still treat me with the same baby honey and don't yell at me and roll his eyes at me, and I get mad when he does that in public, so that's why we stopped training together, because I can't take the public embarrassment. Plus he pushes too hard. Look at him. I can't keep up.
Yeah, whatever she said, There's two parts to that, right? There's a duality in our existence. Apart from being involved as a fitness professional, I'm also an international party promoter. So I sell products on both sides of the spectrum. So I engage on both sides of the spectrum. People asked me before in the past, how come he could be so fit and he drinks so much and party so hard? And that's the equivalence. So I train hard so that I take my body through an enormous fatigue experience so that my recovery is better over time, right? If I take that into the other world, my recovery from the liquor is better because I'm fitter. Saying that to say, because my body is in a better place, I rebound, and it's easy for your body to be able to go through stress factors like partying for like a week or two, like I do when we travel for parties and carnivals, right? So we do that. So I try to work out while I'm away, or at least some push-ups and something between
I say
fets.
partying and whining is working out. So
it is.
Yeah.
So that's cardio.
Sweating.
Minus the alcohol.
So, but honestly, I don't think there's never been a time where we've said, we can't come online because we're working out. Because as I said, we're in the promoting industry as well. So we just have to balance it. So for instance, for carnival time, you may not see me in the gym at all. But right after Carnival, then I'll jump back in.
Right, because we're planning an event.
We're planning events and...
But it's all about balance. It's balance for us. It's just, so since there's been no carnivals the last 2 years, level pump.
Level pump for him.
Yeah. But we have a son. He's now 19 and he's into fitness. Why? Because there's two parts to it. I didn't want, there's the preacher's son syndrome, where you inundate a child with like, you must do this, like Jesus or whatever, fitness. And then by the time they grow up, they hate it because you forced it on their throat, you made it hard for them.
So we never forced them.
Never did. I went to the gym, we worked out, I brought him to the gym a couple times with me, whatever. But when he got to age, let's say 16, 17, when he was aware of himself, he realized, because teenagers nowadays, they gain weight and stuff, and he realized he didn't want to. He said to me, he's like, listen, I have two fit parents, I can't be their chubby son. That's not a good look. So that was his rationale.
That was his motivation.
And that was his bulb, that was his eureka experience. Like, yo, I need to...
He competes with his father. So he wants to be able...
he's motivated by his father.
He wants to be able to lift as much weight as him or surpass him in weight because he is already taller than him. So, and he wears the same size shoes and clothes. So, well, no, he's medium on top. Yeah. But yes, so there's that competitive spirit, whether he wants to admit it or not. There's always going to be that competitive spirit between him and his son.
He now considers himself part of the ICarvebodies brand. He's like, I represent the brand. I can't fall off. So that's it. See, so he's already good where he's there. He chose the path. I didn't make him like, yeah, you gotta come and work. Nah. Find yourself. That's how we did it. So for parents who have kids, don't force them into things let them find everybody has their own journey at different in points in their life. You're not necessarily going to become what you are at 6, 7, 12, 25 or 30. You might be later on, but just expose them to it, I would say.
I was very strict with his diet.
Yes.
Because if anything I'm very strict with is diet.
Because we don't drink juice in our house. We drink water only.
And I only drink water.
Right, so he grew up in a house with only water. So he only, you see, so there are things, healthy food, I'm a pescatarian primarily, so I'm already eating clean, and, they visit whatever meats they want to in the household, so I don't even impose that on them. So I just lead my charge doing what I do, and if you choose to emulate, then that's how it goes where we come from. All right, guys, so Hybrid Caribbean on all of the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, IG. Come follow us there, find us, like, subscribe, and stay in the loop with us as we keep you informed about fitness and that lifestyle that we live. Yeah?
Bye.
That's what's up. Amen.